Hello, hello, hello. Hi there. Welcome to spending quality time with your girl, Eposi Ziton. Now let's get started. Today I'm going to be talking about relationships. I made a segment on extramarital relationships, and a girlfriend of mine who has been dating, who is single, called me and said, I really loved your segment, but I think if you can do something that's going to involve everybody, not just people that are married, everybody in the world who is of age, of dating, so they can pretty much also pick some advice or tips from your ideas. So I decided today to do a segment on relationships and the problems that we go through when we get into relationships. When we are dating, it's a very crucial time in our lives because we take our feelings, our emotions, and give it to somebody else. Like I said, I'm in my 40s. Been around a little bit because before I got married, I'd had one or two relationships, so I know what I'm talking about. When we get into these relationships, especially when we are younger, we take all our feelings, all our emotions, and give it to somebody, and we tend to believe everything they tell us until when we've been hurt, then we start becoming a little guarded in other relationships. And sometimes, even when we've been hurt, the next person we meet, we say, you know what, not two people are the same. I guess I'm lucky to meet somebody that's probably going to be different and is telling me that, they are different, let me go with that. Because sometimes we are too fast to tell the new people that we come across what we've been through. And they are so quick to want to be like a support system, or want to be like somebody to take advantage of where we're coming from, or how our lives have been. And they tell us, oh no, I'm not like that, I'm a very nice person, I'll give you the best, I'll treat you like you're my queen. And they give you all this flattery, they tell you all these wonderful things that you want to hear, because when we are in love, all we want to hear is things that fill our emotions, things that make us feel like, wow, I got it, wow, this is it. So we are so quick to just believe these people. And sometimes with all that excitement and the whole love thing going on with the people that believe in the whole fairy tale thing, they talk about having butterflies and all that, you are so happy and you start telling friends and family, oh, he is the one, he has told me I'm his life, he's the best thing that has ever happened to him, and I'm gonna be his wife. It don't matter how young you are, and it don't matter how old you are, those feelings are so strong that sometimes age doesn't even matter. You just believe everything this person tells you. And it goes a long way to go into you already making dreams, already planning your future with this person, not knowing that they are there for a totally different reason. And when we are younger, even though now that I'm older, I know people had to understand who they are. People dated at their early ages just for adventure. So a lot of the things that they said, they really didn't mean it. And they just figured that was whatever they could do or say to make you feel good. So please, especially young people, I'm not saying that you should not fall in love, but I'm saying that, be open, leave your feelings and your mind open to a point where you can be ready for whatever comes your way. Because a lot of times when people are young, they don't know who they are. They're still trying to figure who they are, what they are. So they're still looking out there, and it's easy for them to see somebody else and they be like, you know what, I thought I was in love with her, but I just realized that, this other person makes me feel a little better or a little different. And then they start hurting your feelings. Now they're looking at someone else and jump into another relationship, and you're all hurt. Please, when I talk about topics like this, I get emotional because it takes me back to my life and where I was at a particular time and how I felt and how I was a little bit naive. So I was also taken advantage of. But today, I always say that I don't look at my past and regret. I feel like that's what has made me who I am today. The heartbreaks, the shocks, the disappointments, those are the things that have groomed me up to be the good wife that I am today. To be the wife that, I can handle a lot of things and don't break. Because I've seen a lot of things. So all I'm saying is that when you are younger and you go into these wonderful fairy tale relationships, please leave your mind open. Don't be too like just going for everything that they're saying, because sometimes people just want to make you feel good. And like I said, when people are young, they don't even know themselves too. They're still trying to figure who they are. They're still trying to understand, their feelings. So sometimes it's not all the time that what they were telling you was a lie, but sometimes they don't even know what's ahead of them. So they make all these wonderful plans, they tell you all these beautiful stories, and then something comes along and they are like, oh my God. So what I was feeling wasn't even love. I was just liking her. Because let me tell you, Some people have gone through a lot of relationships that they thought they were in love, and eventually they realized that they were never in love. They just liked that person. Maybe the person was beautiful or handsome or was wealthy or told them what they wanted to hear. But actually they were not in love. They were just liking that person, or they were just in lust, because the body also has its needs. So when people are in that whole teenage going to adulthood and they're having all these feelings, you know, sometimes they just want to satisfy their selfish needs, and you become the culprit. You become the punching bag, and unfortunately that's the situation. So please, young people, people who are dating, for older people, they probably have seen a lot, but like I said, love issues are some of those issues that age don't matter. Age doesn't really count it, because people are told things every day and they be like, you know what, I heard that before, but I think he is the one. I think with him is different. And you're always going to hear people say, I found the one, and later on they're like, oh my God, he's the devil or she's the devil. So please, leave your minds open when it comes to the whole girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, you know, is a little different. But boyfriend, girlfriend, please don't just fall for everything that people say, because words are cheap. People have to show you action for you to believe their words. It's easy for people to tell you whatever, because that's what they want you to feel. But always remember this: words are cheap. Actions speak louder than words. Well, I'm going to leave this right now. I'm not going to go further into this, but it was lovely spending quality time with you.